to be thankful for. That's nightly news for this Sunday. Stick around for Sunday Night Football. I'm Hallie Jackson. For all of us here at NBC News, thanks for watching and have a great week.
KUAM TV8, first on Guam. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adahi Itano program. Apply at matson.com. New Jeep Gladiators up to $7,000 off now at Cars Plus. Named the best vehicle for adventure in 2024. Get your Jeep Gladiator today at Cars Plus. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime, a search is ongoing for the driver who hit a woman crossing the street in Manila Friday night and left her to die.
Taiwan's president is expected to arrive in Guam this week, drawing harsh criticism from China as tensions simmer. Mitsuki Hirayama with a story coming up.
An eyesore continues to pop up across the island, including here in the tourism district. I'm Nevaeh Anderson with the story coming up.
Half a day and good evening. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz-Lankus. Thank you so much for starting your week with us.
Well, a great way to start the week and December as well with the new Mrs. of KUAM. Welcome back to our bride, Destiny Cruz-Lankus.
Yes, it's good to be back.
Wow,
Woo.
there it is.
There it is.
The beautiful bride and handsome groom. Congratulations to you and to Ethan.
Thank you. We are so happy to be home, and it was a really great experience. We were joined by all of our family, our closest family in Japan, and it was just wonderful. I'm really
the community missed you for sure.
We missed you guys too.
And
Shout
now
out to
you
everyone at the
know.
airport.
Yeah, look it.
It's crazy.
Destination wedding in Tokyo.
Yes, it was also my grandparents' first time in Japan. So it was a great way to spend time with them too and celebrate our union.
A beautiful couple.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Des. Congratulations, Ethan, and congratulations on the additional name there.
Viva! And in other news, a search is underway for the driver involved in a deadly hit-and-run crash in Manila.
The crash claiming the life of Ternita Danis. It happened just after 6 p.m. Friday on Route 10 in Manila near the KFC restaurant. Danis was crossing when the driver of a light-colored SUV hit her at the inner southbound lane. The driver fled the scene. Medics performed CPR, but Danis did not survive. This marks the 15th traffic-related death of the year. Witnesses, unfortunately, were not able to see the license plate on the suspect's car. But again, it is described as being a light-colored SUV, and there should be damage on the front end of it. Authorities are asking the public if you have any information on this deadly crash to call GPD immediately, 671-475-8615 through 17. Nuclear risks are looming as tensions between the U.S. and China continue to grow over Taiwan.
A recent report from a global policy think tank is examining those risks while calling for a close eye on escalation control. KUAM Guam was also rather noted in the report, bringing concern to the territory. A U.S.-China clash over Taiwan could spark the unthinkable: nuclear escalation. It's why a report from the RAND Corporation, commissioned by the U.S. Air Force Global Strike Command, urges careful escalation management while maintaining military readiness. Titled Denial Without Disaster, the report offers specific recommendations, like how the U.S. military, particularly its joint long-range strike capabilities, must balance operational effectiveness without provoking a nuclear response from China, which now has a secure second strike capability. And with Guam caught in the middle of that delicate dance, island residents are sounding off.
It concerns me a lot, especially if they're going to go nuclear. I mean, you know, we got no place to run.
Guam is specifically named in one portion of the report that explores hypothetical escalation pathways to Chinese nuclear first use. In one potential scenario, China sees a nuclear strike as the best way to disable Guam's Andersen Air Force Base, destroy aircraft, and halt operations for an extended period.
If China, the United States, decides to press that button, what can we do? The analysis highlights how missteps or miscalculations on either side could lead to catastrophe, underpinning yet again the importance of escalation management. Legislative Committee Chair on Federal, Foreign and Regional Affairs, Vice Speaker Tina Munya-Barnes, also weighing in on the report.
Guam is uniquely positioned, but also uniquely vulnerable. So investments not only to harden military infrastructure, but to protect the civilian population through emergency preparedness is critical for our federal counterparts to push. It affects all island nations in Micronesia that I call one blue continent. So this stresses the point that Guam needs a seat at a higher regional conference like the Pacific Islands Forum so that we can advocate for our people.
For the full report and the Vice Speaker's comments in its entirety, visit KUAM.com.
Well, Taiwan's President Ching De-lai is making stopovers on U.S. soil on a week-long trip to diplomatic allies in the Pacific and is reportedly drawing harsh criticism from China. He arrived in Hawaii over the weekend and is expected to visit Guam later this week.
The sensitive visit comes shortly after a U.S.-Taiwan arms deal that had China warning of resolute countermeasures. Mitsuki Hirayama has details.
Taiwan's President Ching De-lai is expected to arrive in Guam this week for a one-day layover amid China's criticism of his transit on U.S. soil. He arrived in Hawaii on Sunday for a two-day stop as part of his week-long trip to 3 diplomatic allies in the Pacific. This despite reported warnings from China, which has long claimed the democratically governed island of Taiwan as part of its territory and considers any move to support its independence a threat to its sovereignty. Lai was met by Hawaii's Governor Josh Green and other state officials like U.S. Representative Ed Case, according to Hawaii News Now.
Shared values and interests to advance mutual goals and meet shared challenges. And above all, they are built on and endure on mutual trust. All of these, Mr. President, describe today's and tomorrow's ties between our country and our Hawaii and Taiwan.
Taiwan Plus News also shows President Lai speaking at a dinner held at a local resort.
The Hawaii state flag also represents the closer and stronger ties that Taiwan and Hawaii will share moving forward. With our shared Austronesian heritage, we are like family.
Lai's trip is to promote smart and sustainable development for a prosperous Austronesian region. In his remarks before embarking on the Pacific tour, the president stated that he hopes to promote smart sustainability, democracy, and diplomatic ties. He will lay over in Guam for one day as he continues his trip to the Marshall Islands, Tuvalu, and Palau. The Taipei Economic and Cultural Office says Lai is expected to attend a luncheon at the Hyatt Regency Guam on Thursday, December 5th. Adelup says Governor Lou Leon Guerrero will meet with him during his brief stop on island. Meanwhile, the layovers mark Lai's first visit to U.S. soil since he took office in May, the trip drawing China's scrutiny, which reportedly vowed resolute countermeasures to a $385 million arms sale to Taiwan that was approved by the U.S. shortly before Lai's trip. Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
Vandals continue to target public buildings across the island. It's become a major problem for areas, especially in the tourist district.
Graffiti and other illegal street art persists as tourism officials continue the work to bring visitors back to our island paradise. Nevaeh Anderson gets feedback from local artists on the problem and shares more on a program that Guam police are rolling out to keep our youth busy during the holiday break.
An eyesore in Tumon. Over the weekend, images captured at the Fountain Plaza surfaced on social media, showing graffiti markings on the walls.
What do you think individuals get out of vandalizing places in this way with illegal street art?
I think more than anything, it's probably like a rush for them, you know, like that adrenaline from just, I guess, vandalism or like, you know, like illegal activity.
Ed Lurk Gaza with Opaque, a local clothing company that also specializes in urban art supplies, shares what local artists think about the issue.
And how does graffiti and illegal street art take away from the work that artists and actual muralists put into the community?
The streets know, like if you're just someone out there to like vandalize and like destroy, like they know the difference between like that type of, that type of a painting or like someone that legally does it and like puts their work out.
It's why Lurk and Hoser have done their part in hopes to shift the mindset of others looking to just tag and vandalize property across the island.
Can public art or street art or graffiti be a positive part of the community?
We've done countless things with different nonprofit organizations where we take street art, teach it to the kids, and show them, this is what you can do with it as opposed to just destroying things. You can make a career out of it. You can help the community by beautifying it.
Till this day, like when the kids do see us and they're kind of grown now, they're like, hey, you remember us? Or, you taught us how to spray paint this and that. And now look, I have like all this art in my books and stuff. And it's, wow, okay, cool, And like they thank us because they're like, man, sir, like we never knew anyone that would take that much time for us. No one cares, no one cares. And like that's like priceless to us.
Providing a safe outlet for the youth to express themselves is one thing the local police department is doing to prevent Guam's children from getting involved in criminal activity.
So our program gives our kids the exposures, the skills that is needed to help them make decisions. So
Detective Susie Santos works in Guam Police Department's Juvenile Investigation Section. She knows all too well the troubles children can often find themselves in.
When we keep forcing the kids and telling them you can't. I've been a teenager once and I've been rebellious, right? And because we're rebellious, we're going to do what we want to do. But if we change our perspective, if we change our approach and talk to these kids and say, look, you're going to do what you're going to do anyways, but let me just give you the tools to help you make that right decision because it's your future.
This is why she is also the program coordinator for the Project U program. Since 2020, the program has helped to keep youngsters on the right path.
Instead of a kid who, say, is upset or dealing with peer pressure and wanting to graffiti, at least the skills that we gave them to start thinking, the things to help them to think, to help them regulate and to cope, give them a better option. It helps them to decide better and step back and like, nah, and to walk away.
Making a right choice not to vandalize the island or get into other criminal activity. If you would like to enroll your children in Project U over the winter break, you can email projectuguam@gmail.com or call 671-475-8554. Nevaeh Anderson, KUAM News.
Defense in the murder case against defendant Domingo Mendiola wants an attorney working with the prosecution disqualified from the case. Mendiola appeared before presiding judge Alberto Lamarena in Superior Court today. Defense attorney Mars Johnson contends there is a conflict with having attorney Curtis Vandeveld on the case, noting he works with the Attorney General's office. Vandeveld opposed the request. Judge Lamarena took it under advisement. Mendiola is charged in connection to the Valentine's Day armed robbery at Tai Tai Healthy Cuisine in Tumuning. The shooting claimed the life of 53-year-old Sumitra Lairopi. Investigators say the alleged robbery was planned to help Mendiola pay off a drug debt.
The man accused of drunk driving and plowing into Guam Auto Spot back in August wants to get out of prison. Defendant Vincent Samina appeared before Magistrate Judge Jonathan Kwan today. Defense asking the court for Samina to be released to third-party custodians. The hearing will continue Thursday to allow family members to attend. Samina is facing charges of vehicular negligence and drunk driving. He was employed with Triple J and was using a company car without permission when that crash occurred. The crash led to extensive damage to the Guam Auto Spot and a couple getting seriously hurt. That couple has since filed a civil lawsuit against Samina and both car companies.
A man accused of burglarizing a Jigo home is placed under arrest after returning to the scene of the crime. 26-year-old Grayson Herrick is charged with burglary. The first incident occurred on November 21st when the victim found the suspect on his property holding a large knife before taking off on foot. Through surveillance footage, the victim spotted the suspect back on his property this past Saturday before he was taken into custody. Herrick allegedly admitted to burglarizing the home after he lost money at the game room.
A man is arrested accused of stealing tools and a marijuana plant worth thousands from properties down south 48-year-old Gregory Parahilo is charged twice with theft of property. Court documents state police were called to a home in Santa Rita where hundreds of dollars worth of tools were stolen from the victim's pickup truck. The victim saw the tools being sold on Facebook. That's when Parahilo allegedly admitted he stole the items because he, quote, needed the money. It was on Saturday a man reported his marijuana plant where thousands was stolen as well. Adding the theft was caught on video surveillance, Parahilo allegedly admitting he tried to hide from the cameras while taking the plants. Authorities note he was convicted of theft in 2019.
A drunken man calls police reporting his car was stolen. Turns out he lost it and wanted officers to help him find it. 22-year-old Ethan Pierce is charged with making a false report. Officers found him in Harmon early Sunday, where he allegedly told them that his car was stolen at a bar in Tumon, adding he walked to Harmon. Authorities noted he reeked of alcohol and noticed he was holding a car key. That's when he allegedly admitted to police that he lied about someone stealing his car and wanted them to look for it.
A busy holiday weekend for police, no doubt.
Definitely. Well, the time has come in other news for the KUAM Care Force Giving Tuesday.
Yeah, it's how we participate in the Global Day of Giving Back to our community with our K is for Kindness campaign. We'll be posted at Kmart tomorrow with several donation stations to benefit the Salvation Army, Catholic Social Services, and foster children in our community via Child Protective Services. Share your generosity with others in need while you shop.
You'll also have an opportunity to share in our Positivity, a special holiday tree with inspirational messages you can give and take. The KUAM Care Force will also be making stops around the island to gather donations from local businesses and schools.
Our Giving Tuesday Guam Youth Spark Ambassadors representing high schools throughout the island are also spearheading a special service activity kicking off on Giving Tuesday. Watch our Giving Tuesday special following KUAM News Primetime tomorrow on TV8, TV 11, Peacock, YouTube, and Facebook. Always a good time when we go out there, Des. I can't wait to go out there and see all the kids' faces.
Me too.
It really makes me feel that spark.
Definitely.
Yeah, right?
And last year was my first Giving Tuesday with KUAM, and we went to Mount Carmel, and I just remember the band was playing, and we just received such a warm welcome, but everybody was so excited to give back that day, and that really stuck with me. So I'm excited to go back there tomorrow.
Yeah, I love it seeing our youngsters doing their part to give back, and we're all going to be feeding some others in the community, singing songs to some of our Manamku. And if you're out at Kmart again, head over to the Positivity that we have there, and if you're shopping, think of some ways and places that you can give back to those causes we have there in need.
Definitely. We're excited.
Destiny Cruz Langes on the desk.
On the desk.
Up next, a local favorite celebrates 3 decades in the community.
That and more coming up. Keep it here. You're watching KUAM.
Destiny Cruz Langes.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill. What's for lunch and for dinner? You want something good? Yeah, man, serious food. Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill, Jamaican grill. What's for lunch and for dinner? You want something good? Yeah, Yeah, man, serious food. Happy birthday, D-I-R-F-D-A-Y. Happy birthday, Jamaican grill. Yeah, man, serious food.
Welcome back to Primetime. New fallout over President-elect Trump's controversial pick for FBI Director Kash Patel, a Trump loyalist who has previously pledged to dismantle the agency.
The big question tonight, will the Senate confirm him? And so far, at least some allies are sounding supportive. Ali Rafa is with the president-elect in Florida.
Tonight, President-elect Donald Trump's pick of hardline loyalist Kash Patel to lead the FBI, sparking mixed reaction.
He represents the type of change that we need to see in the FBI.
So I will vote no, and I will organize not just my colleagues, but the American public.
Patel says he'll return the agency to its rightful mission, protecting the American people.
I am honored to be here in support of Donald J. Trump.
Despite holding several positions in the first Trump administration, Patel is facing criticism for a lack of experience, as well as his controversial positions.
We will go out and find the conspirators, not just in government, but in the media.
I'd shut down the FBI Hoover building on day one and reopening the next day as a museum of the deep state.
Mr. Trump's pick underscoring his dislike for the current FBI director whom he appointed, Chris Wray, whose term isn't set to end until 2027.
Apparently has demonstrated too much independence and objectivity in the job for Donald Trump.
Wray now faced with the choice to either resign or wait to be fired. The FBI reacting in a statement saying Director Wray's focus remains on the men and women of the FBI, the people we do the work with, and the people we do the work for. Patel's Senate confirmation could be an uphill battle. While many Republicans agree with his goals for the FBI, others have previously said it should operate free of presidential influence. The news capping a busy few days at Mar-a-Lago after Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau spent Friday night making his case against Mr. Trump's plan to impose tariffs on Canada and Mexico in an effort to curb the flow of undocumented migrants and drugs into the U.S.
Well, President Biden has pardoned his son Hunter on federal gun and tax evasion convictions, despite pledges not to do so.
Natalie Brand has more from Washington.
President Biden Sunday night confirmed he signed a pardon for his son Hunter. In a statement, the president said from the day he took office, he said he would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision-making and said he kept his word even as he watched his son being unfairly prosecuted. He said, quote, Hunter was singled out only because he is my son, and alleges an effort to break Hunter, who is 5.5 years sober. He also blamed political opponents in Congress for instigating the charges. Hunter Biden was set to be sentenced later this month after being convicted of felony gun and tax evasion charges from federal cases in Delaware and California. The gun charges stemmed from Hunter Biden's purchase of a firearm in 2018 when he was battling an addiction to illegal drugs and lied on paperwork to obtain the gun. Separately, he pleaded guilty to 9 tax evasion charges. President Biden had previously said he would not pardon his son or commute his sentence.
I'm extremely proud of my son Hunter. He has overcome an addiction. He's one of the brightest, most decent men I know. And I am satisfied that I'm not going to do anything. I said I'd abide by the jury decision, and I will do that, and I will not pardon him.
The reversal comes less than 2 months from when President-elect Trump will take office. Republican Congressman James Comer of Kentucky, chairman of the House Committee on Oversight and Accountability, said in a statement of his own, the charges Hunter faced were just the tip of the iceberg in what he called the blatant corruption that President Biden and the Biden crime family have lied about to the American people. Mr. Biden said he made his decision over the weekend, which he spent with his family, including Hunter in Nantucket. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Hunter Biden faced up to 42 years in prison for his convictions. He released his own statement saying he has admitted to and taken responsibility for his mistakes during the darkest days of addiction and squandered many opportunities and advantages.
He said he will never take the clemency as he has been given for granted and will devote the life he's rebuilt to helping those who are sick and suffering.
Well, back here at home since 1994, Jamaican Grill has been dishing up Jamango barbecue ribs, jerk chicken, and more to the island of Guam.
And this Sunday, they are celebrating 30 years of serving up serious food and serious service.
Serious food.
Yeah, man. Jonah Gonçalves has more on the restaurant's beginnings.
Their mission? To wow every single guest they serve with Yaman's serious food and serious service. Jamaican Grill opened its doors back in December 1994, an idea brought to fruition by Frank Kenny and Tim Murphy. Their concept and passion brought forth the idea of some serious barbecue, serious food for serious food lovers. Through Jamaican Grill, they were able to bring to the masses fusion cuisine that captured the tastes of Jamaican-style jerk barbecue with local Chamorro flavors. Like the pairing of Kenny and Murphy, it worked. The very first location in the heart of Hagåtña within Chamorro Village, an ideal place that was accessible to not just the island community, but the visiting tourists as well. This location serves as a foundation for their business and holds a special place in their hearts. Also holding a place in their hearts is the incredible support of loyal customers. As Kenny puts it, Jamaican Grill can only be as successful as the community that supports it. 30 years later, the restaurant continues to dish up and delight island residents and tourists with 4 locations to serve in Dededo, Chamorro Village, Tumon, and Mangilao. Expect warm and friendly staff to greet you with smiles. So stop on by, see why they remain so popular, and continue to be one of Guam's favorite places to enjoy good food. Jonah Gonçalves, KUAM News.
Can never go wrong if you're feeling for some barbecue, some red rice, or
right, or
the ribs.
Burger. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I want some Jamaican.
It's always a go-to for me. The fries and the what is it? It's like a mustard that they have there.
Curry mayo.
Curry mayo. You always
I
gotta
love the
remind me.
Yep.
Delicious, and wash it all down with some Jamaican tea, please.
Yeah, man, serious food. Well, from 20 to top 10 and now advancing to the top 5, now more than ever, talented local baker Danielle Apalato is asking for your vote to be the next greatest baker. And as we reported, it was the end of October that Apalato was selected to be part of the online competition by notable pastry chef Buddy Velastro.
Wow.
Wow, that is amazing. The People's Choice Prize is $20,000, a meet and greet with Velastro, and a 2-page spread in a Bake From Scratch magazine. Well, since the start of the competition, Apalato has been ranked first, but she needs your vote to ensure that it stays that way.
Yeah, let's get those votes in right now for her. Go to greatestbaker.com/2024/Danielle Marie Apalato. We have it as well for you on KUAM.com if you want to take a look at that link. And cast your vote daily. Start now if you can. You can, as we said, head to our website, KUAM.com, for the full link. Let's get Danielle not only to the finals, but also to the title of the greatest baker. Voting for group finalists ends December 5th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, I just have to add, she's an amazing makeup artist.
I was going to say, she looks very familiar. I thought you
Yeah.
tried some of her cakes.
Oh, not yet, but I need to. But wow, she has beat this face for the gods. She's amazing. Shout out to you.
Yes, good luck. Up in Dededo, in keeping with holiday traditions, the annual Guam Power Authority Retirees Thanksgiving Potluck Party was hosted at the NCS ranch of John Munoz.
New and old retirees from the power side of the community's utility agency gathered to enjoy food, drink, and fun memories from their time at the power plants, up on the poles, out in neighborhoods, checking meters, or helping customers. They sent their holiday blessings to all of us.
So many familiar faces there. Happy holidays to the team.
Holidays.
Okay, well, Jason put this next story into the rundown as a follow-up on the story he filed last week. He interviewed Agana Heights native Colt McCready, son of Brant and Dina, who moved to Hawaii and now stars for the Kaiser Cougars.
He played in the Division II state championship this past weekend and made a highlight reel's worth of plays and got some of our island love, including this sack.
Second down, fake to Gavin. One kiki called there, goes down. Colt McCready. Second in the state in sacks. He has 6 now in the season to tie him for the lead. And a kid who grew up from Agana Heights in Guam. His dad, Brant, was a senator out there in Guam, a Kaiser legend. He was a sports director for KUAM over in Guam. Played in the Miller Football League.
My goodness. I mean, it looked like the Cougars, after the first quarter, they were going to go quietly into the night. And here they are, just, gangbusters.
Viva Colt.
Yeah, Viva Colt. And it was an intense game, but Colts Cougars fell to a tough team from a team in Maui from 37-14. Well, we look forward to seeing Colt at the next level.
For sure. And a lot of people in Guiding Heights, they were sharing on the group chats over the weekend the same clips that we just showed you there. So bravo.
Yay,
we're all proud of you.
Viva.
Now for a look at your world at home.
Here's a view captured in Santa Rita.
Of papaya.
Ooh, is that Uncle Pete?
Yes, it is.
This holiday season begins at Kmart, where every aisle is filled with magic. Discover the perfect toy that sparks joy and gifts that bring smiles. Kmart has all the ingredients you need to make your family traditions special without breaking the bank. From trimming the tree to filling your home with holiday cheer, you'll find it all in one place. Discover the magic waiting for you at Kmart, where busy families find everything they need to make memories that last a lifetime. Kmart, for the holidays, for the family, for the magic.
How deep do Pizza Hut's roots run in the islands? Through all the decades, we know what you love. Great taste at an even better price. Like our large one-topping carry-out pizza for just $15.99. You choose your favorite topping, pepperoni, olives, sausage, or any other single topping. Our $15.99 large one-topping pizza. Order online and carry one out today. Only at Pizza Hut, the island's best.
Biggest tournaments or our biggest challenges were, can we beat Fiji, can we beat New Caledonia, can we beat Tahiti, to now we move on to these Asia teams that we've played before in like East Asian games and things like that, but never of this magnitude with this much on the line. And these FIBA window qualifiers, man, it's big, man. It's big for the island. China, one of the biggest countries, one of the best countries in Asia for basketball, along with Japan. So it's gonna be big for Guam. It's big for us, it's big for me. Just, putting my all into this for the past like 19 years, and I would say this is probably the pinnacle of it all right now.
Will hold for the final shot here. Comes up the screen, kicks it, open three for Blast, takes it and makes it. Guam with some momentum once more. 1, 2, 3, attacking the rim. Oh, what a finish! Who's down the middle, goes in a little teardrop and gets the first 2 points of Guam. Nice attack, good strong finish as well. This is off by Galloway, throws it down. This time he's going to make it. Oh, what a swipe! Guam's defense. Guam with 3 at the other end. Defense. Looking for that 3-pointer. There it is. Got it. It's up and 3 ball is good. This is off by Galloway, and the air ball's going to count. Pretty incredible. Guam's with the home court. Guam and 3 at the other end. Defense. 3 ball is good. Now Wi-Fi's 3 nails the swat. Guam patiently trying to build their offense. Rejected again. Top shot. What a bucket. Blast takes on Machida, penetrates, goes in.
High energy, we're not going to look at the scoreboard, and of course we're not coming out just to lay down and, just accept, be happy to be here. So definitely compete, play with heart, play with pride.
tangy pickles, slivered onions, tender pork covered in our delicious barbecue sauce, and topped on a home-style bun. Behold, the McRib. It's not just a sandwich, it's an experience altogether. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Calvo Select Care's comprehensive medical provider network offers our members choice and access to quality facilities locally in Asia, Hawaii, and the continental United States. We provide our members several wellness programs and healthy options to improve their overall health status. Calvo Select Care, healthcare that's always there for you. Federal employees and annuitants, enroll today.
This holiday, would you rather buy this TV or get one for free? For a limited time only, bring home a free 43-inch Samsung Smart TV when you sign up on Link with DTV Plus today. Just imagine your favorite movies, shows, and more, all in stunning quality on your brand new screen. Visit DocomoPacific.com or see us in store to learn more. Docomo Pacific, better together.
Pro-Am golf and helping out with charity. Two wonderful things that have come together, and there is going to be the 2024 Goldwater Cup that's going to be played on December 3rd or December 2nd through December 5th at Finest Guam Golf and Resort. Make sure to check it out. It's a beautiful course. I've been there many, many times. Really good for hitting your personal best. All right, the 2024 Governor's Christmas Parade is taking in place downtown. This is happening on December 12th at Skinner Plaza. It's the Colors of Christmas at the theme. Make sure to register if you would like to be a vendor, but make sure to be there and participate because you are going to be filled with the holiday spirit. And make sure to check out December 15th because happening then will be the Manila Christmas Festival. Head to Central Guam from noon to 9 at the night market for a day of festive fun. That's your News Bites for Monday.
It's birthday time.
Here's your Cold Stone Guru Birthday Club shout out submitted on KUAM.com.
Okay.
We gotta keep it going.
Happy birthday to Anna Marie Parrish Cruz, who turns 6 today. Happy birthday to you. Love always from your family. Belated birthday wish going out to Bernice Time and Glow. Happy birthday, Mommy. We love you from your babies. And a late birthday edition just in, Maddie. Happy birthday to my princess granddaughter from your Papa Pete, Grandma Grace, Uncle Ray, Big Nana, and the rest of the Anderson and Dimion family who say in all caps, we love you so much.
Happy birthday to all of you celebrating out there. Happy Sagittarius season.
Woo, woo.
We know someone's excited for their birthday coming up. She has 3 names now. Congratulations again, Destiny Cruz Langus, and welcome back.
I'm happy to be back.
Yeah.
I'm really, truly happy to be back.
Before we close out the show tonight, your favorite thing in your trip, because you had a destination wedding to Tokyo. People missed that off top, but what was your favorite thing aside from tying the knot with your man?
Definitely, aside from getting married to my best friend, I would say just being there with all my family, because everyone came from different places.
First time for some of them?
First time for our grandparents, so it was really great to see both of our families there, and it was just really wonderful.
Oh, and it's nice that they are now a part of the KUAM family, so welcome.
Welcome, guys.
And congratulations, we're so happy for you.
Thank you.
That's your Primetime Show. Thanks for watching. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz Langus. Have a safe evening and stay beautiful.
Buenas Halfday, Guam. I'm Jonagan Charfris, and this is Policing the Parks. Now, I'm sure there are many of you that scoff when it comes to the idea of park police. But did you know that the island has over 60 parks and over 100 historical landmarks? And it's the park police that has the tough task of monitoring and ensuring safety at each and every one. In previous years, there were only 2 park police officers. In January, a graduation was held for the first cycle of the Department of Parks and Recreation Park Police Academy and became 9 strong. There's still a need for assistance, a bill introduced by the late Senator Jose Piro Turlahi and Senator Tina Muñoz Barnes back in 2021 would make it possible to create a Park Police Reserve program. The bill would eventually become Law 36-3. And in March 2024, the first cycle of the Park Police Reserve Academy was launched. Wanting to take part in helping keep our island parks and streets safe, 10 men and women have signed up for the first ever Park Police Reserves Academy.
You guys all come from here. Present arms.
There's a lot of good people out there that want to contribute to the safety and security of our island.
The 10 are no strangers to public safety, as all of them are from other law enforcement agencies to include Department of Youth Affairs, Airport Police, and Department of Military Affairs. Colonel Joey Turlahi explains what the reservists can expect over the course of the 8 weeks.
They're going to be learning very basic police tactics. The first week is going to be basic officer survival. The second week will be judicious use of deadly force, then on to basic firearms training, police report writing, and on-the-job training.
Along with Turlahi, reservists are gaining a wealth of knowledge from experienced, trained, and well-respected individuals from the law enforcement community. Retired Chiefs James Marquez and Paul Suba and retired Major Dave Saban from the Guam Police Department. The first week of the academy, reservists learned everything from handcuffing techniques.
From the what level? Watch this. I'm just gonna come up, do this, shake my hand, and there we go, without compromising my safety.
And closed out their week with felony high-risk pullover practicals, and learned that deadly force is force that could cause serious bodily injury or death. If a threat presents itself, deadly force options is a last resort, and officers should exhaust lower levels of force before deadly force is deployed. The threat to the officer or others has to be imminent, immediate, or otherwise unavoidable. The intent of this Reserves Academy is to augment regular park police officers, and Turlahi says that upon graduation,
they're all going to be Category 1 post-certified officers. They're going to be able to go out after the training, entertain complaints, make arrests, give citations, and patrol the streets, making it safe for everybody.
Ahead, reservists tackle collapsible batons and firearm safety.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Welcome back. Well, over the course of the next few weeks, the reservists got hands-on training with handcuff techniques, judicious use of deadly force, collapsible baton skills, and firearm safety. Check it out. The skills and techniques they acquire will help them fulfill the mission of the Park Police. Everything from handcuffing.
If his wrist is here, the octagon shape type single bar, application is here. Got it? If the wrist is this way, the application is this way. Got it? So it helps with the angle. The application, the angle's not this way. It's not. If you injure this guy, a cooperative guy, just be prepared for some civil coming down.
To judicious use of deadly force with retired Chief Marshal Edward Tovis.
You guys would learn real quick that it takes about 1.5 seconds to draw the weapon. one of you is going to be an acting suspect armed with the plastic knife, trading with the plastic knife. It's not real. And the person who's acting as the suspect needs to rush at the police officer.
What this course entails is letting the officer understand, of course, their job standards, that they have to take action in accordance with what the law and society expects for keeping the island safe. And of course, they also have to understand that, the excessive force part, they have to really understand. So the officer needs to understand everything that may possibly happen, what they will go through in this career field. It's important that they know all of that.
Reservists also learned about control concepts, counter-striking, restraint systems, and weapons.
The goal is to disengage. You see what is on the board there? That's your goal. I don't care how you do it, is to disengage from that person trying to grab your firearm, either from the front, rear, side, all right? And another thing that the retention you need to learn how to deal with is on the ground. We're just talking about ground fighting. Because most fights, eventually 80%, 85% of the time, it goes to the ground. And if you don't know what you're doing on the ground again, you're both on the ground, now he's reaching for your firearm. Very rare it should happen because I should be alert, but it does happen. Let's say you're assigned stationary in a carnival and you're walking in a crowd. How you doing, buddy? And then he grabs. Oh man, now what, right? Right? Now what's gonna happen here? Same thing, I'm just gonna, okay? Feed your hand under here, just like that. Grab. Feet man right there. Bring him down. Then I can also move in and just take him down.
To even include impact weapon and the collapsible baton system.
The bottom end of the MEB is going to be pointed to the suspect, defendant, arrestee, or whoever is chin. It's not going to be out here because what we don't want to do is we don't want to telegraph the techniques inside. So this is all the stance is. It's the ready stance is right here. Again, it's not up here. It's not down here. It's right here on the side. Bottom end of the MEB pointed to the chin of your suspect. Got it?
From there, they closed out with felony and high-risk pullover practicals. Coming up, report writing and understanding the law, and the reservists head into an intense week of the academy, probably their toughest one yet. Keep it here to Policing the Parks.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Taco Bell Cantina chicken burrito?
What do you need that for?
Chicken doesn't have to be flavorless, I guess.
Here we go. It can be tender and slow roasted.
Slow roasted? That sounds lazy to me.
The holidays can be a tough time for the modern chicken eater.
A burrito on what could be Gam Gam's last holiday?
What'd she say?
But don't worry, there's hope for every family. Cantina chicken is winning hearts and mouths across the country. Because a future this delicious can't be ignored for long.
Put it down.
Forgive me, Gam Gam.
A new era of chicken is here to stay.
Now, the next few weeks of the Park Police Reserve Academy, the reservists honed in on one of the most important aspects of the job, report writing. They also got some great information regarding criminal law. The Park Police Reservists spent a couple of days learning about one of the more important responsibilities as an officer, report writing, spearheaded by Park Police Major Lawrence Osborne. Up next, Attorney Peter Santos spent 2 weeks covering criminal procedure and constitutional law for police. This particular portion was needed for the reservists to be post-certified.
Law enforcement is where the rubber meets the road, right? That's where the investigation phase takes place. That's where the evidence collection takes place. And all of that is governed by criminal procedure. And aside from criminal procedure, we also have constitutional rights. So unfortunately, in the last 5 years as a defense attorney, and before that being a prosecutor, I've noticed that many cases are getting tossed on technicalities. Now, whether or not it's lack of training and guidance or abuse of authority by police officers or law enforcement officers, right? Either way, whether it's lack of training, lack of guidance, or doing the wrong thing, none of that is acceptable, right? Because members of our society who choose to commit crimes should be held accountable, and their cases should not get tossed on a technicality.
The last week of the academy saw reservists take on active shooter, threat training, and close quarter battle. Led by Chief Vince Napati of the Airport Police, he, along with the Special Enforcement Tactics team, set up scenarios.
Across the nation today, most especially the last incident with Robb Elementary School, we found the need to come back into training and to train our patrol officers as well as our security guards at the airport to our special operations side, and get everybody on the same page as far as training. Classroom is where it starts, and then we take them down and give them the introduction to close quarter battle, because not everybody's been trained tactically in active shooter environment, and most patrol guys or officers have been trained in basic CTB. So we bring them back to the baseline and allow them to come back and understand the CTB environment.
The training intense. Up next, graduation. After 9 long weeks of classroom instruction, labs, hands-on training, the 21 men and women who make up the first ever Park Police Reserve Academy were pinned and sworn in on May 22nd in front of family, friends, and island dignitaries. This group not only completed all that was asked of them, but they also officially are post-certified.
6 key lessons learned from this story. Number 1 is be proactive. Number 2 is be responsible. Number 3, make the initiative. Number 4, work hard. Number 5, dedication in the face of adversity and challenges. And 6, always contribute to the environment so others can foster.
The story, an essay written by Elbert Hubbard in 1899 entitled A Message to Garcia, about a soldier named Lieutenant Andrew Rowan, who delivers a crucial message with unparalleled determination to a freedom fighter, General Garcia. The story touches on the value of initiative and hard work. In fact, the phrase, "to carry a message to Garcia," became common shorthand for resolutely fulfilling any difficult task. Colonel Joey Terlahi shared the story with the officers during graduation and asked them to listen and absorb it.
I encourage each and every one of you to be like Officer Rowan. Seize every opportunity that comes your way and take initiatives to go above and beyond the call of duty. Embrace challenges as a chance for growth and never underestimate the power of perseverance and determination. Your role as a Park Police Reserve officer is not just a title. It is a commitment to service, a dedication to upholding the law, and the responsibility to ensure the safety and well-being of our people.
One by one, each of the 21 men and women were proudly pinned. Culminating with them being sworn in by Governor Lou Leon Guerrero.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
Officially Park Police Reserve officers, but never forgetting the initiative they all took and the hard work, determination, and the commitment they poured into to get to this very moment. Well, thank you so much for watching. I did want to extend a big sizu'us ma'asi to the Department of Parks and Recreation Director Angel Sablan, Department Deputy Director Warren Pelletier, Colonel Joey Terlahi, all the instructors, and most especially the reservists for allowing me the accessibility to follow each and every one of you. On this journey, congratulations. I'll see you out there at one of our island parks. Stay safe and God bless.